Hey everyone, I'm going to start a new series for introduction of the SharePoint Online. So in this video series, I'm going to cover all the topics if you're a SharePoint beginner. So what topics are the most important for you to get started with, and completely out of the box component focus. What are the permissions? What are the list? How you can set up the libraries, everything. So this video is going to be split into different parts. So that's not a complete one video. It's too long. So I have splitted down this video in a different part. So we'll take a look at each topic one by one. So to start off with, let's start with the introduction of the SharePoint Online. So in this video, you will learn like what is SharePoint Online is used for, like how you can access the SharePoint Online, how you can create a site in the SharePoint, then understanding the site structure. So we'll take a look at the SharePoint site, existing site, and let's understand like how it is structured, like how lists are stored, how document libraries are, what permissions are there, permission groups are there, right? And we'll take a look at just interfaces. So that's not a completely practical basis because these topics I will tell you in the upcoming videos. But yes, for the structural and UI overview, we'll take a look at it in this video only. The next one is like what is SharePoint? Now, if you Google what is SharePoint, you will get a lot of terminologies like it's a document management platform, it's a document system, it's an internet kind of thing. But in summary, I'll just tell you like it is a platform to store, organize, share, and collaborate on content. So if anyone asks like what is SharePoint, so main thing you have to cover is collaboration, because here for the organization, collaboration is the main thing they like to want, right? Because there are documents, it's a document management platform, it's a document management system you can create using some custom development, etc. But yes, collaboration is something that is important in SharePoint. So where documents, there are people who will collaborate, there are groups, right? Then it's a part of M365 integrated with other Microsoft products like Outlook, we can say Microsoft Team. There are channels in Microsoft Teams. All the documents of the channel will get stored on the SharePoint site in the behind. And in SharePoint, we can use it to build intranets, project spaces, Teams channel. So if I take a look at like first thing, SharePoint site that you have created is not something that you can access publicly. So this is the different than the other website to say. You will find a lot of video like you can create a site within a minute, within a second. You just have to write a prompt, you can site within a minute. But this is not the way SharePoint works. You can create a site in SharePoint within a minute, but that site is not publicly accessible. You have to log in through your MSFT account to access that site. So this site we call intranets. So intranet is something that is specifically for the employees perspective, not for the global audiences. So in intranet there will be data related to specific employees only. Like if you build an intranet, you can also Google like what intranet actually means. So intranet is something focused on the users only or its employee only, not the complete audiences. Then you can create a project basis. So like there are two kind of site in SharePoint. So first is communication and second one is the team site. I will tell you in detail in next topic. So just to give a quick overview, communication site is something like if you want all of your company's people should access that site, you should create the communication site. But if there are some projects and there are only limited number of people like 10 or 20 people who would like to have access only, so in that case you can create a team site. So one thing, when you create a team site in SharePoint, it automatically create the team channel for you where you can store all the project related documents in that channel. Now let's get start on the practical hands-on. So you have to first log in on your MSFT account. Then in app launcher, you can create on the SharePoint. So I'm assuming like if you see this, then you have the designated license assigned, like E5 or E3 license assigned. Otherwise, you won't see this. So if you click on SharePoint, then it will open you the tab. So if you have worked on SharePoint before or if this is your first time, then that will open a space where you can see all the sites that you have followed. Let me just show you here. So here, as you can see, this is the dashboard kind of say thing I can say. Here we have option to create a site, create a news post. Then here we have all the sites that you have created or you have access to it. And there are the frequent sites. So these are the sites that you frequently access. Now this all these sites are testing sites I have created for my personal development purpose. You can see the frequent site. So when you visit the site more and more, that will appear in this tab. To create a new site, we can create using this button, but just let's take a overview at the default SharePoint site. So whatever your tenant is, if you hit this URL, so this is your tenant name and .sharepoint.com. So when you hit this, you will see the default communication site of your organization. So this is the site that every employee in your organization that has access to. Here you have the site name, and these are all the out of the box web parts. So whatever you see here, like this is kind of news. Here we have the communication news as well. Then if you scroll down, you will see events. So all these components are called web parts. So this is from the SharePoint itself. But yes, if you have a development team, you can create your own SPFX web part also. You can also read more about this, but in this series, we are going to completely focus on the out of the box things only. So this is the event site, or these are the news. So everything you needed to share any updates with the employees. This is everything you got here. Then this is the navigations. We can say every website you see, there is one navigation. All the navigations are here. Then in the top right corner, you have the settings icon. Now, if you have the full control or edit permission, then only you will able to see some things. But if you have the read permission, contribute access, you will see different than what I have here. So permission also I'm going to cover in detail way in upcoming videos. Now let's go to site content. Now site content is something where all your list, libraries, all your site assets will store. So we can say this is the main root level folder or root level structure, we can say. Here you will have all the details of your sites. So here, as you can see, there are some types defined here: document library and list, then page library. So main two things are there: list and libraries. In SharePoint you can create. Library is something you store all the documents things. List is something is kind of a database. It's like SQL database, you can say, database, right? So list is something where you will connect your let's say custom applications through it. And document libraries are something you create and post all the documents like PDF files, Word document, presentation, etc. So if I click a document, so it will open that document library for me. Then in the document, as you can see, there are two files there just currently uploaded. Here you have some metadata. So metadata means the information, we can say, in a simple view. So you see the columns like modified by, created. So these are the metadata of it. So when I created this presentation, who is the owner of it, who modified that one, and what is the created and updated time of it, all information you can see here. Now similar structure for the list. Now here I have one list, let's say user information list that I have created. In the list you can see these columns. So by default there will be only few columns when you create a new list, but there are option when you create a column. So here all the things that you can create in the SharePoint list. And here also we can see like created by, created. These are the default column, and there is one ID column as well. So this is the view of this list. Now if it comes to the customization part, you do have option to change the look, change the theme of the SharePoint site. So how you can do that? Just go to the site, make sure you have the edit or the full control access to view this setting. And here we have the option change the look. So if I click on it, then it gives me some things to play with in the themes, in the fonts, heading, navigation, etc. So first take a look at the theme. So when you click on theme, there will be some out of the box theme from the SharePoint itself. But if you plan to create a new one, you have option to do that. So as you can see, this is from the Microsoft. So by default, it's a teal color, as you can see here. But if as soon as I change this, the color will be changed. So as you can see here, the red theme is applied. I can also change it to any theme I want. And once this is done, you just have to click on save. And this theme will get applied on your site. Then after that, we have option to change the headers as well. So as you can see, this navigation here, I have the title, site navigation and one logo. But if you'd like to change that, you have four layouts to play with. The first one is minimal, so it will give a straight rectangle. If you say compact, then there'll be more bigger and standard, and we have the extended format. So whatever suits you the best, you can choose the layout as it is. And these are the backgrounds. So if you plan to have the background to the site navigation, you can have this background applied based on your need. Then there are options to have, if you want to show the title, you can turn it on, turn it off, site logo thumbnail and site logo. So what's the difference in between two? Site logo thumbnail will be appear when you search in SharePoint site, there will be site logo and the site name. So that logo will appear there, and this site logo will appear on this one on the SharePoint site, but thumbnail will appear anywhere. Let's say there is a favicon on every site, right? And you can also specify where you want to put that logo, whether it's a center align, left align or right align. After you're done with all the settings, you can just click on save. Just don't forget to click on save. If you just directly close this panel, the setting won't get applied to it. Now there is one option, let's say there is a footer as well. So currently the footer is enabled, and you can also disable it, so it will gives you the black bar here, as you can see. Then you can also change the color of this footer, or you can also set the name, but for now I'll just disable the footer. So basically footer you can use to showcase your organization, let's say privacy policy links or their socials, etc. So this kind of thing you can show in the footer. So this is the complete overview, like how SharePoint looks, what's the structural hierarchy of it. Now I didn't dive deeper into each and every, like permission settings, then audience targeting, everything, because I have detailed videos on each topic separately. So this video is for the information purpose only, like what is the UI layout, where you can find what you have to customize everything. So if you have any doubt or any questions, you can let me know in the comments in this video. And our next topic will be to customize our site navigation. So the thing I showed you here, like this is the site navigation, these are the links. So how you can add the links, edit, delete, update, all things we are going to cover in the next video.